What it is, what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. It's your boy Dakota Griswold of Gamers, Nerds, and Geeks United. Welcome back to Yesterday Today. This, of course, is the show where I bring you some of the biggest gaming news you may have missed from yesterday, today. And let's jump right into these appetizers. And first off, I want to tell you that there is some huge games on sale at the Nintendo eShop, on the Nintendo eShop, I should say. Seriously, I'm talking Luigi's Mansion 3, which is very, very good. That's from 60 to 42. Then you have Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Most Olympic action we're going to get this year because it's not happening anymore because of the freaking pandemic. But that's from 60 to 40. But then, of course, you got Diablo half off for 30. You have Overwatch for 20. Crash Team Racing 24. And Burnout Paradise Remastered 35. Now, I would still wait to get Burnout Paradise on the Nintendo Switch because it's literally like $5 every week on the PS4 and Xbox One. But hey, if you haven't played it and you feel like you really want to get into it, it's $35 right now digitally. And hey, these are all very good investments. There is also a lot of other games on sale. Streets of Rage is only down a couple dollars from $25 down to $21 and change. But these are some of the huger discounts. And these are all very, very big, very good gets. So yeah, I definitely think y'all should get into it. Now, I haven't spoken about the Epic Game Store in a while, but this seems quite interesting. So right now, you can get Into the Gungeon and God's Trigger free on the Epic Game Store. But now what's coming in the coming weeks, you'll get the Shadowrun collection. That's a remake from the game from back in the day. And the Hitman reboot from 2016. Those are going to be free in the coming weeks. And that's I really need to get into PC gaming. I'm really missing out. They're just giving stuff away. Literally, basically giving stuff away. And if I'm getting into PC gaming, I'm not missing out on these Humble Bundles. So we'll see in the coming time further in the channel. We'll see where I'm going with this. But man, that is some good stuff. I've been curious about God's Trigger, and of course Into the Gungeon is on Game Pass. But Hitman, you know, I didn't really think I was going to get into Hitman, but I might give this a try. I played some of the Shadowrun collection. They actually had it for tablets too. And I'm not into turn-based strategy games, action RPG games, but this one was pretty decent for the tablets. Now, moving on. Square Enix, they got some good stuff to tell you about. Because of Final Fantasy VII and Trials of Mana, they're up 87 billion yen. Facts. You understand what I'm saying? Trials of Mana went over expectations. Okay, they didn't really give any specific numbers, but they said, look, it did very, very well. And I played some of this game. Maybe I'm playing with the wrong character. It's just not doing it for me, but I'm really, really getting into the JRPG world more. And really what it was that really interested me was Ni no Kuni. I played some of the first Ni no Kuni back on the PS3. Didn't like it yet. And then when I saw Ni no Kuni 2 was coming out, and it's completely different. It's kind of in the same universe, but not the same exact timing. I love that combat. That is the perfect JRPG combat for me, which is why I definitely enjoy some Tales games as well. Can't wait for Tales of Arise. But this doesn't really feel like Ni no Kuni. It does a little bit. Maybe in the demo they give you a good amount of time. You can switch characters. Maybe I'll choose the guy with the sword. I forgot what his name is, but I really, really think I want to get into this game because I like JRPGs. I like the colorful nature, and I like the stories, the cheesy Japanese storylines, because I also love anime. So for this to do so well, this lets me know that, hey, this game is actually good, and I should definitely dig in. And of course, Final Fantasy VII Remake definitely pushed that, because I bought that. I didn't hesitate. I couldn't wait to play that game because I've always been interested in the world, and now that it's fully realized in an action type game, even though it was a little bit much for me at times, seriously, it was overwhelming with all of the inventory management, but it was still a phenomenal game to me. I put 35 hours in it. The game is only supposed to be 35, but I'm pretty sure I'm not near the ending. I was at that part where I was coming out of the sewers and I fought that big boss with the horns. That battle was crazy. That was literally the last thing I did. Somebody in the comments that finished this game, please let me know how much longer I have, so maybe I can go back to that game before some of these big fall games come out. Moving on, sorry for the little rant. And well, Control, developer, and the publisher of 505 Games, they're basically trying to explain why they're doing what they're doing as far as the not having smart delivery, why they're going to make you pay for the new $40 edition. They've released an official statement, and they said, every avenue we pursued there was some form of blocker, and those blockers meant that at least one group of players ended up being left out of the upgrade of various reasons. As of today, we can't offer an upgrade to everyone, and leaving any one group out feels unfair. We understand that it is not what you want to hear. That didn't even make what? You got everybody, literally everybody. Some of the biggest publishers. Okay, this isn't not knocking 505, but they're not a EA, Activision, none of that, right? At least with EA, they're giving it to you on a timed basis. They say, yeah, they're calling it dual entitlement, where basically, before a certain amount of time expires, if you're playing Madden 21 on your Xbox One, you can play it on your Xbox Series X, but after a certain amount of time, that offer expires and you'll have to purchase the game. So, yeah, I don't understand what 505 is trying to do, what they're trying to come across with. I ain't feeling it. Fans ain't feeling it on the internet. That doesn't even, I found this article on Polygon, and the writer here doesn't even want to give them credit. You understand what I'm saying? So now let's move on. And well, IGN is partnering with Gamescom, and they are going to announce next week the schedule, and it takes place August 27th to the 30th. And listen, we've been in a pandemic, and still the gaming news and the gaming industry is still booming, and it's doing way better than anything. Games are selling more. People want to hear more about more games. People who are stuck at home are just like, maybe I'll get into games now, and maybe they're just, opening, expanding their horizons and getting into other stuff. Like me, I'm gonna play Spiritfarer on Game Pass. Didn't even know that was on Game Pass until after I recorded the video after the Indie World Direct. So that's really, really, really cool. So, hey, look, I'm gonna be able to watch Gamescom from my couch. Sounds good to me. I can't even always experience Gamescom because I would usually be at work and I would just have to see clips or whatever. And I can watch the whole event, all of them, if I wish to, on my couch, and I can definitely enjoy that. Now, moving on, and well, we officially got the cover art for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and it actually looks pretty awesome. It's basically how they showing it, depicting the U.S. with the beef with the USSR, split into two, half-face USA, other half USSR. And hey, they got all the propaganda posters and all that. This game is gonna be dope. I'm gonna be real here. I'm excited. And I like how everything is just so cryptic because it's the Cold War, and Cold War was a war that was in the background. You get where I'm going? Not a conspiracy theorist or trying to get woke, but this makes sense. I think, honestly, if they didn't mean to leak it out, they're doing a good job extending it and teasing it what they're doing. Everything they've been doing with Warzone trailers and everything and little hidden areas in there, awesome. Shout out to them, okay? Shout out to them. This game is from both Treyarch and Raven, and so they partnered together to make this game, and the official gameplay reveal and everything, well, the official reveal is August 26th. I'm excited. I am excited. What about y'all? All right, lads and ladettes, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of it. And today, I want to start you off with Black Myth Wukong. Right. What did I even just say? What even is that? Well, this game nobody knew about until yesterday. It just appeared online. A game being developed, Chinese developer, Game Science. It's a game about the Monkey King. Wait, now I know we already got a Monkey King game on PS4. It was kind of Pixar-like, and it seemed cool. Didn't play it, but I'm interested. Now this one seemed a lot more adult-themed, dark, fantasy story type. It looks, I'm just gonna say, this game looks fire, and it's next gen, mind you. It's said to be targeted PS5 and PC. I don't know about Xbox, but this, seriously, the combat, it looks along the vein of Jedi Fallen Order-ish, kind of like how, maybe Dark Souls, but I don't think it's going to be super hard like Dark Souls, but I just think they're going to take from the combat to where you actually have to, think about the combat, because he's fighting this gigantic wolf creature thing, and he was dodging it, he had to roll, and I love what this game looks like, okay? He even, of course, definitely rides along, and it seems like, man, he rides along the cloud like he does in all of the mythical stories. But it seems like he might be customizable, or he somehow his costume changes over the story of the campaign. And mind you, this game was actually shown, it was pre-alpha. So if it comes out next year officially on a PS5, I could only imagine what it looks like. But I think it might take a little longer because localization sometimes takes just a while. We still waiting for Persona 5 Scramble, and it's not here yet. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all good. I just want to keep ahead. But it did have subtitles in the trailer, so maybe they're trying to release it in both languages at the same time, Chinese and English respectively. But this game, I'll say the name one more time: Black Myth Wukong. It's about the Monkey King. Definitely keep your eye on this game. It looks amazing, seriously. Moving on to the next piece of the meal here, and well, it appears maybe somewhat that Demon Souls might actually be a launch game. Yeah, Demon Souls might actually be a launch game, the remake. And hey, somebody tweeted out at Imran Khan, of course the former Informer, who now works at Kinda Funny, and somebody named Patrick Bitar tweeted at him and he said, "Hey Imran, people are going crazy over Demon Souls being rated in Korea with Spider-Man, and they think it's a launch title. Is it possible for it to be a launch title, or are we just going crazy?" And Imran responds with, I doubt it if only for COVID reasons, but I don't think it's off the table. As far as I know, they had always been targeting launch window. So, say the PlayStation 5 drops November 5th. Just for any reason, just throw it out there. November 5th, November 6th, right? So let's say that's what happens. Imagine Spider-Man Miles Morales being there. And then for my hardcore fans and for the Dark Souls OG fans, Demon Souls on launch, you go to pick up a PS5 and you got to pick up a game or two. Those two games, now that's something heavy right there. That's something. Now, what else would be really, really good is we could get like something from 2 gens ago, like Resistance or something like that. You understand? Like when did we get that? What else? SOCOM or something like that. Would you play SOCOM? Like I was into it a little bit back in the day with my friend, and he would play, and I like how you could talk to it. That was actually kind of cool. But Resistance, it is time for Resistance. Seriously. Maybe Killzone needs some redemption. Maybe Killzone needs to chill a little bit more. But yeah, Resistance and something else. But Demon Souls at launch? That's a heavy hitter. That is definitely a heavy hitter. And well, it appears that we got a link. I didn't even mean to say that, but this is funny. I'm talking about The Legend of Zelda. We have a leak about Legend of Zelda, and it's from French computer and gaming retailer World Trade Technologies, or WT&T. They leaked the fact that there's a Breath of the Wild 2 collector's edition, and then there's a picture of it, and it says it's coming out. Of course, this is a placeholder, 12/31/2020. Maybe this is insinuating the fact that the game is still slated to come out this year. And it actually has a price tag of 82,085 euros. But I'm really, really interested because it's still the 35th anniversary year of Mario, and that's rumored. But the next year it's for Zelda, so maybe this is a placeholder and everything. Fine. But get this, 12/31, that's Thursday. That's when a lot of the games drop on the eShop. But the games, the big physical games, absolutely come out on Fridays, but Thursday is an updated eShop day anyway. Just maybe putting something together. Not saying it's official, but just putting 2 and 2 together, and it just seems very interesting. But honestly, yes, give us Mario this year. Give us all the Zelda next year, okay? We got Breath of the Wild 2 possibly coming. And then we also got Skyward Sword rumored. So give us all of that next year when it's 35th anniversary of Zelda. I'll take all of that. Give us Skyward Sword, and then you give us Breath of the Wild 2 at the end of the year. I will play all of it. All of it. Seriously, I am so down. I don't believe that this is completely true. because even though we haven't seen a hand what Nintendo's doing with the rest of the year, and there's a rumor that late August, early September direct, September 4th. Go ahead, guys, just give it to me, September 4th. And that, you know, is, who knows? Who knows? I can't wait to see. We got an Indie World Direct. I don't think Nintendo's going the rest of the year without telling us anything. There is something other than Pikmin coming out later this year. Seriously. Take it with a grain of salt, but I'm pretty sure there is. Now, moving on to the next piece of the appetizer here, and they said, well, first of all, the commercial, right? PS5's commercial. It's really no games or gameplay, but it's really just hyping up all of the tech, basically. It's sound you can see, and the great audio and the haptic feedback, and how you can really feel where you are, and if you pull a trigger, depending on the pressure and everything. I'm so all in for this PS5. I'm tired of seeing about it. I just need to know how much it's gonna cost and when I can pre-order, so I can go ahead and do the thing and then just wait for whatever November release date. Because really, I really do believe it's coming out in November. Whatever November release date it is, I can't wait to have it in my hands, honestly. And I think that the PS5 is gonna sell gangbusters immediately, because we're still in pandemic. And I don't think, I'm not saying it's not, but, you know, it would be nice in November, but we still got some stubborn states that's still making it look bad, you know. You got people, we trying to do a group project, but then so you got that one person that doesn't show up and then they want their name attached to stuff. Everybody just listen and get with it. They're already open over there in Japan. People wear masks, go to sporting events and socially distance. We can do that, but y'all not mature enough anyway. So given the fact that we're probably still going to be in the pandemic, everybody's gonna want the new fiery system, and that system is going to be PS5. Imagine people not even into all of this technology, and then they feel the control and be like, yo, what was this? What was that? The haptic feedback and the fact that you can feel the difference in terrain under your feet, under your character's feet, and we probably getting these exclusives, and then you got Astro's Playroom that's propping off. What? Sony is gonna blow everything out the water this gen. They are coming straight up confident. Because the PS4, some great stuff there, right? But now, with the PS5, they're saying that Eric Lempel, Senior Vice President and Head of Global Marketing in Sony Interactive Entertainment, he said this is our greatest launch lineup ever. And we still haven't even told everybody everything yet. He said, it's about content. The content that will be in the launch window and beyond is incredibly exciting. I would say that this is the best lineup that we've ever seen in the history of PlayStation. Between our worldwide studio groups and our partners from all the different publishers around the world. Alright? They didn't say when Ratchet & Clank is coming out, just putting that out there. So imagine Demon's Souls, Spider-Man, and Ratchet & Clank at launch. I know I'm at least getting, no, do not put two Insomniac games out there at once together. No. Absolutely not. That doesn't, I just realized that. They don't need to overshadow each other. Even though they're two very different games, don't do that. But just imagine, say those three. Demon's Souls, Spider-Man, and Ratchet & Clank with the ray tracing. Yeah, ray tracing. I still haven't fully figured out what that is. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not the big techie guy, but obviously it has something to do with reflections or something like that. But yeah, he said we still. Could you imagine the launch window being from like November to February, March-ish? So imagine like just every month. Say you got Spider-Man and then Demon's Souls and then Ratchet and then whatever else. What? I do know Bugsnax is also going to be at launch. This is crazy. Because just the fact that those three games exist alone on the PS5 is crazy. If you release all of those within the first 3-4 months, you already got a hit on your hands. Everybody's like, what am I going to play? Well, you got these three very different games on your PS5 right there. Pick one. Okay? I have so much confidence in the PS5 coming into this gen. And the fact that they're doing stuff like locking Spider-Man in for a third-party game, that's still very interesting. But I can't wait to see because they said that we're going to do more. So I can't wait to see. Hopefully it's something really, really interesting. But why don't y'all let me know down in the comments below what you think about all this. What you think about, what are some of the games that you think will be coming out that Sony still hasn't announced yet? And What do you think about Breath of the Wild 2? Probably coming out soon. Let me know down in the comments below. Go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already. If not, hit the dislike. It's all good. Go ahead and share this video everywhere possible, especially for people that love games and gaming news. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and scroll up to all so you know when your boy is posting. Thank you so much for watching, lads and ladettes, and this video is finito.